Today we are doing a hardcore Nuzlocke on Fire Red. This means no items in battle, except of items a Pokémon can carry. We are playing in set mode, we must not level our Pokémon higher than the next gym leader's ace. We are only allowed to catch the first Pokémon each route, and if a Pokémon loses a fight, we are not allowed to use it anymore. But before we start, keep in mind that this is one of my first Nuzlockes ever. So like, the material is from January 2021, like it's already 8 months old. I will do major mistakes and sometimes get more beaten up than it is actually necessary. Whatever, please enjoy the video. Our first encounter is a Pidgey, who we call Flying and Bean. Heh, funny. Next Pokemon is a Mankey, and we call it obviously Ape. As you can see, my name game wasn't that good in the early of the year. The next Pokemon fight is against our rival. The fight is not that hard, we just kill Pidgey with 420 Blazes. Then we switch in our Flying and Bean against Squirtle, and we use some Sand Attack shenanigans to simply and easily kill a Squirtle. The next encounter is a Rattata, and we cut a Weedle. And now the first gym fight starts. First, we lead obviously with Ape. There's not much to say about this fight. Our Ape just spams Karate Chop against the Geodudes, against the Onix the entire time, and he sweeps them. Fuck Ape is a chat. And that's our first gym badge. Our next encounter is a Nicole. If you want to know why Nicole, I guess you have to ask me on twitch.tv/Schuster. Next rival fight starts in Cerulean City. We lead with 420 Blazes and just spam Ember. We can fight the Squirrel with it, so we swap into Pidgeotto. After some brain decks, I decide to use Weber and just kill it. Like, Weber in this stage of the game is just completely strong, especially with Fury Attack, crits, etc. After some missing shenanigans, we finally kill it. The rival sends in his Abra, and I'm kinda scared, but then I remembered it just has teleport. The rest of the fight gets swept by Norman with his Hyper Fang, or her Hyper Fang. Then, oh well, I just don't want to kid you. I was crying and dying inside when this shit happened. Anyway, next gym fight. Sam shot us Brock. We just sweep with our plan. And yeah, I wanted to call it plans, but I fucked it up. I guess my old self wasn't only shit at Nuzlocking. But as you can see, we just spam Absorb and the fight is literally over. Like, there's nothing to say about that. The fight is just too easy if you have at least one brain cell. And that's the second gym badge. Thank you, Misty. But now we have to face our rival on SSN. Norman is just... I don't know. She's just built different. She literally destroys the entire team just with Hyper Fang. No joke. I think everyone, when they were younger, was like, Rattata is just shit, it's so easy to get. But the thing is, this Pokemon is so strong in the early to mid game, just because it has normal step, high damage, speed isn't that shit, and Hyper Fang is just too strong. I mean, I guess that's the reason why they made Hyper Fang a 85 or 90% accuracy move, otherwise it would have been just too broken. Whatever. Major Bob is literally even easier than Misty. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Because we just use Digger and spam Dig. No pun intended, by the way. now Major Bob's ace comes in. I tried to use the same strategy, but as you can see, one quick attack nearly half-lifed my Digger. So I was like, okay, I don't take the risk. Raichu hits too hard, we just send in our Breloom and defeat it. Like you can see, Shockwave deals no damage cause Grass is... cause Electric is weak against Grass in terms of damage dealing, so we just Sleep Powder into Acid it and it's done. Did you know I hate Digits? Rest in peace, Ape. What can I say? I hate this fucking cave. Oh, and fuck you, Kabom, for literally critting with Bone Club. Oh, and funny thing, did you know there's a scientist who nearly wiped me? I mean, don't get me wrong, we only lost like 40% of our team and it was kinda close to literally just die to him, but it was still way too close and this shouldn't have happened in the first place. I think Minimize is just too strong, whatever, maybe I'm just shit. But at least Digger literally carried us at the end of the fight, so how could I be mad, honestly? Oh, and by the way, Meowth got fucked too. Whatever, rival time. We send a Pokeball into the fight of Pidgeotto, we spam 2 times Spark, we can't hit, the third time it finally hits and it's dead. Next Pokemon is a Growlithe, gets demolished by our Graveler. Then the same shit goes with Wartortle. We send in our plan and just kill it. It normally takes a bit of time because we don't have that much damage yet, especially on plan, so we have to spam Absorb. Then he sends an Execute, we swap our 420 Blazed in. We nearly were dead to a crit, but who cares? And then our Reborn finishes the fight against Kadabra. And yes, I got a new Magikarp because in one route there were only dupes and I have the right to catch one Pokemon on each route. The next fight is against Erika. She's the Grass Gym Leader. She can be pretty nasty with Stun Spore, Drains, Toxic and other store shit. But I think we're just God Gamers, so who the fuck cares, honestly. Reborn takes Victory Bell out with some Dragon Rage spam. At the end, it was kinda close, but that's not the point, guys. We just know how to win the fight, and Dragon Rage is just too good. Erika sends in Tangela. We send in 420 Blazed. We use obviously just Ember. It can't die. Oh, it actually died. Oh well. And same goes for a close call against Vileplume. Like, I don't get the move pools in this gen. Fire Red and Leaf Green is so cool, but the move pools are just another level. And don't worry guys, I was never dead to crit. Never. And that's 4 patches. Now it's time for Game Corner, or rather Giovanni time. We defeat his Onix and with Reborn's Dragon Rage and Plant seals the deal against Rhyhorn. Nothing to say about that, it's just not that hard. Now he sends in his ace, his Kangaskhan. And this one can be really tricky. The thing is, it hits pretty hard and it tanks like a boss. And the problem is, even when it uses one-time Tail Whip, I'm still scared to just die. Like you see me just pivoting through because I don't want to be -1. And then it finally uses an attack and it's just damage. Like, it's just damage. And then there comes the fucking Mega Punch. Don't forget, this was -1. So like, if it crit, it could have been dead to this one. So, always kinda close. But whatever, we have our plan. It uses Sleep Powder and it's just the MVP of this fight. I mean, it's kinda stupid from my side to not just send in our Gyarados and spam Dragon Rage. But for what do we have Digger? I mean, if it uses one Mega Punch, we just die, but that doesn't matter. Like, we are good God Gamers. And I still don't get why it didn't just use Mega Punch, cause Digger would have been 100% dead. Like, it's a Glads Cannon and not even a good one, honestly. But whatever. We defeated Giovanni, and now, after that, we can fight our rival again. Pidgeot gets demolished as always by our Pokeball. Like, there's no reason for to do it not. Then he sends in his Growlithe, we obviously send in Reborn, and Reborn just uses Surf to one-shot it. He sends in his Execute, and 420 Blaze just demolishes it with his Flamethrower. But now Blastoise comes in, and as you can see, I'm kinda underleveled. And this fight was kinda close to actually wiping, because for whatever reason my January version of myself thought we just delete Dragon Rage for Twister, because it's definitely a better move. But as you can see, without it was nearly a wipe from our side. So it's kinda close, and I had to sack way too much good mons just to survive this fight. As you can see, I had to sack Drill, but at the end, Plant carries us as usual, so we are happy. And I don't know, I sometimes works like, if I use Moonlight for example, it just automatically uses Protect. Then his Alakazam comes in, and I had to sack Reborn to deal some damage because I knew there's no chance our 420 Blazed can one-shot Alakazam. So I had to lower its HP. Now it's time to defeat Team Rocket. Giovanni leads with his Nidorino and we send in our Buttercup. The plan was to just spam Surf and win this fight. It could have been pretty easy, but Nidoqueen survived one Surf and his Body Slam actually critted and parried us, so there was no chance we can kill Nidoqueen with our Buttercup. We send in Plant and try to Sleepy Powder it, and as usual it works pretty good. After that we send in our 420 Blazed, because as I said before, my strat was to literally just sweep with Buttercup, but crit para kinda fucked me. Flamethrower killed the Nidoqueen, and then I was like, okay, Metal Claw should potentially kill Rhyhorn. And then I just got 2 times Rock Blasted by Rhyhorn and my 420 Blazed was dead. Apparently, my older self didn't know 420 Blazed is actually 4 times weak against against Rock. Whatever. The last 2 Pokemon get downed by our Ghastly, Ghostly, with Hypnosis and Dream Eater combination. But back to the main story. Let's get to Koga. We lead, obviously, with our thickness. Yes, thickness. With our thickness. By the way, if you have ever the chance to catch a thickness, thicky, whatever, catch it. It's so good. We one-shot the coughing with one body slam. Obviously, we don't want to repeat the story like before, so we just yawn amok, send in our ghostly and two-shot it with our Dream Eater. After this, we switch back to Fucker, who makes a short process with both coughing and wheezing. I didn't know Rock Blast deals actually this much damage. Like, I don't mind, cause after the last one we definitely deserve to get an easy win against Koga, but still, it's kinda confusing to me. And to be fair, Koga tries his best to survive, but he just delays the reality of losing the fight. And after 2 hyper potions and way too much rock blasts, we finally got the 5th badge. Thank you, Koga, that's very sweet of you. Let's get straight to Sabrina. She could have been really hard, but I'm just too big brain for this shit. We led with Weber. And yes, you hit it right. We lead with Weber. Did you know Twin Nettle literally two-shots everything except of Venomoth? Me neither. But now you do. Like, it's still so funny to me. Weber is like so shit after the 2nd gym and it just sweeps Sabrina. One of the most scary gym leaders in the entire game. For 1 second I thought Twin Needle would deal as much damage to Venomoth as to the other Pokemon, but then I remembered it's poison and bug, so it doesn't really matter. After that casualty, we send in our Doggo and just demolish this Venomoth with Bite into another Bite. Or rather... oh wait, I forgot, we got confused. Yeah, another Bite. I don't know why she didn't use Flamethrower or Flame Wheel. Whatever. We took Sabrina's Honor and the 6th badge. Now it's Blaine's turn, and I didn't repair nor level my Pokemon at all. He's just a joke, honestly. Not even worth commenting. I mean, look at this. We just spam Surf. The only potential problem could have been his Rapidash, who spams Fire Blast. And then I could have just swapped into my Hentai or Fucker and the fight would have been over. Like, without any reason. Like, just send him Fucker and use Dig and it's dead. But now we fight Giovanni for the last time and badge. He obviously leads with Rhyhorn, and it gets destroyed by Predator's Surf. Well, not this Rhyhorn, rather both Rhyhorns, even the little 51. Dugtrio hits Predator with a pretty nasty Earthquake, not gonna lie, and if this critted, we could have been in trouble. But it suffers from the same destiny as the Rhyhorns. We switch into Hentai, but I forgot that Poison is weak to ground, so we dodged again a crit. What can I say? And now we Surf and Nidoqueen literally survives with 1 HP. Like, how is this even funny? Honestly. But at the end, Predator revenges his friend and defeats Nidoqueen plus Nidoking after some switching, like you will see now. When I think about it, it was not that intelligent, to be honest, because if it survived another Surf like the Nidoqueen, Predator would have been dead and we could have been in real trouble. So like, now we had just the chance to literally use Surf and, well, we got lucky, killed his last Pokemon, and we are finally able to say we have all badges of the Kanto region. But now it's time for another rival fight. Obviously, Gary leads with a Pidgeot, which gets destroyed by our Raichu's Thunderbolt. After he sends in his Rhyhorn, we switch into Buttercup and take out Rhyhorn as well with another Surf. Gary switches in his Execute, but we switch into our Ashine. Yeah, I know, it's a very nice name. And it starts to absorb light after it uses Stun Spore. We used Thunderbolt, what is extremely stupid when I think about it, but we crit it, so it doesn't really matter. After that we send in our Doggo, and Solar Beam deals literally no damage, so we can just take it out. Again, Blastoise, and this time it's rather easy to deal with it. We switch into our Thickness as usual, and use a nice and juicy Yawn. And after that we just spam Body Slam, cause what can Blastoise do against us? And then that's where the funny thing started. Like, we use Yawn and normally Blastoise should sleep now, but our Body Slam literally parried us, so it could have been a bit of trouble, cause Thickness is crucial for the Elite Four. After that he sends in his Growlithe. I know we can't kill it, so we just we switch our Buttercup in to take it out. At last, he sends in his Alakazam, and I send in our fucker to just tank. Oh well. There was a crit, I guess. We send in Doggo and spam Bite to win the game after this one. So that's the last time we see our rival, at least on the normal path. And when I think about it, it was kind of stupid to just spam Bite or thinking about it, because Flame Wheel would have been way better. But whatever, we got the fight and the win. Oh, and while I was grinding for the Elite Four, I found a shiny Arbok, so like, I don't know. And I was on Autopilot and we kinda lost Buttercup. Oh well. But with that, it's time for the Elite Four and our last quest. I kind of fucked the level curve up because I had no rare candies. I just leveled my Pokemon to the level of the weakest Pokemon of the champion. So like, I think the average of the team from the champion was 60, so I just leveled all my Pokemon to level 60, 61 kinda ish. But even when I would have not done that, it's way too easy. That's why I implemented after this Nuzlocke a new rule set for myself, so I just have infinite rare candies, and say for example if the highest level Pokemon of the enemy or of the Elite Four is level 55, all Pokemon are allowed to be level 55, and if the next one is 58, I can use rare candies to increase the level to 58. It's still kind of an advantage, but you have to remember it's still better than having level 61, 62 Pokemon against level 55, like, let's not talk about it. But not much to say about that. We swept like 80% of the team with our Jolteon, and Doggo takes Jinx in the last attempt out. Like, as you can see, it just sleeps, and on the last turn, what was by the way a big throw, never punished I guess, but we got it at the end. Bruno was kind of a joke, because we just spam Surf, and I still don't get why he sent in his Onix. Maybe because it has a ground attack and thought it can one-shot us. Anyway, you will see a big balls move from my side, cause I sent a Thickness into a Hitmonchan, what was kinda stupid, not gonna lie. After that, we send in our Edge, and it literally sweeps the rest of Bruno's team. We dodged a crit against the Machamp, because I forgot it has no guard, and Cross Chop deals kinda big damages, as you can see. So he just full restores and tries to deny the Destiny, but at the end, like everyone else, he can't stand us, and Drill Peck just seals the deal. Now it's time for Gather. It's always cringe and scary to fight against her, but we are way better than her, and kinda overleveled. Gengar is history, cause Flamethrower is just way too strong. Can try to use Shadow Punch, but at the end, it doesn't matter. It's good that the Gengar used the full restore on this one, because now it can't use it on his ace anymore. But not only Gengar, Golbat is also history after this fight. Doggo is just way too strong. I mean, it can't just one-shot, but it's near close and that's way than more enough. After that, why do I always try to say he? Arbok uses Intimidate, we use our Flamethrower, we burn the Arbok, but it poisons our Doggo so we still in Dusk. But then Arbok crits and poisons our Dusk. So Arbok dies to burn, but now we have a damaged Dusk on the field. After that we just send in our Thickness, use Yawn one time, and after it finally sleeps, and we lost our Chesterberry by the way, we can send in our Snake and seal the deal. Oh wait, we didn't. Oh well, there was something. I tried to spam Surf to kill a Gengar, but then woke up and it made my Assault Bag sleep too. So like, after the nightmare I was like, okay, we can't do this, we gonna lose, so I sent in Snake. The good thing is, Snake manages to bait out another healing from her side, so after another bite and Hypnosis, we pivot into our Edge and use Drill Peck, because obviously Gengar uses Shadow Ball and Edge is a normal Pokemon, so it's the best way to kill it. Haunt is her last Pokemon, but it shares the same fate as her lead Pokemon. And that's the third part of the Elite Four. But now it's time for the head of the Elite Four. It's time for Lance. His Gyarados has nothing to say against our Jolteon, obviously. Like, what can it do? It's 4 times weak against Electric. After he sends in his Dragonair, I send in our Soulberg because I gave it the TM Ice Beam. It nearly one-shots both Dragonair, but only nearly, so that's kind of a problem. The first Dragonair gets done rather easy, but the next one made the game kinda hard for us. Cause the next Dragonair got the Ice Beam, but then used Thunder Wave on us. And that's when I knew the life from Soulberg wouldn't be that long anymore. So now comes his ace, Dragonite. And what can I say? It used Hyper Beam. But we revenged Soulberg with Thickness as usual. Like, as you can see, Thickness is mostly the main carry of this game. We yawn the Dragonite, use one time Body Slam while it uses Safeguard. And after that, we just spam another Body Slam. Now it uses Citrus Berry, so it doesn't heal. It's a turn for another time of sleep, and Body Slam kills the Pokemon. After that, we try to yawn, and it didn't hit cause Safeguard, I forgot that one. Now we use Body Slam, it was kinda stupid, and it got Ancient Power Speed stats buff. That was kinda problematic. And then we nearly dodged the crit again, we yawned it, and now we had to take the decision of potentially sack something. So I sent in Snake. Problem is, Snake isn't even that good, because it doesn't have Intimidate. But as you can see, Snake survived with 18 HP, and now Aerodactyl sleeps, we can send our Dusk, use Thunderbolt and Aerodactyl, and the Elite Four is history. That's it, with the Elite Four, but we are still not done. Now it's time for the last fight of the game, our rival. I say, let's do it. The champion sends in his Pidgeot, so we just one-shot it with Thunderbolt. Like, this Pidgeot, it doesn't have a nice life, doesn't it? He sends in his Rhydon, so we just send in our Thickness. I don't know, I cut something through, I don't know. We use Yawn against Thickness, cause against Rhydon, so it potentially sleeps. We pivot into Edge, cause we knew it will use Earthquake. And now we have to take the risk to take down Rhydon with our Doggo, because we have no real way to damage it at all. The first Flamethrower hits. The second one as well, and now Rhydon wakes up. But it apparently uses just Scary Face, and we still managed to outspeed it, so Rhydon is down, and this was probably the biggest threat on this team. Blastoise is a threat, so we send in Dusk instead of Doggo. Hydro Pump comes in, and we dodge a crit. Thunderbolt gets in, and it survives with actually 1 or 2 HP. But for whatever reason, it just missed the Hydro Pump. The Citrus Berry doesn't matter because he still heals. And another time he heals again. I don't know what the AI has. And with the second potion in, we kill the Blastoise and we got his ace out. Alakazam comes in, so we need to T-Wave it. I know it might look stupid, but I knew we don't need Dusk anymore for this fight, so we had to make something out of it. Then we send in Thickness, so it has the potential to outspeed Alakazam and goes to sleep. After that, we use Sleep Talk and hope to get Body Slam. And Body Slam just one-shots, cause Thickness is just too strong, I guess. Alakazam is dead, and now he sends in his Executor. We swap with Doggo and take it off with only 1 Flamethrower, cause Executor deals no damage. It was kinda stupid from my side to send it in because I don't know if Future Sight can actually crit, but it could have been a problem. After Executor was dead, it sent in his own Arcanine and we just send in our Edge. He uses Extreme Speed, deals a bit of damage. We try to use Drill Peck to make some damages. A Flamethrower at the end kills our Edge as well. And now the biggest and hardest fight of the entire game comes in. We just spam Sleep Talk, and when we are awake, we use Sleep, or rather Rest. Now you see it use Full Store. We woke up, Sleep Talk doesn't work, we rest again. It burns us, could have been a problem if we didn't use Sleep, or rather Rest. We are back to full life, and now we spam Sleep Talk again. And 1 or 2 Body Slams later, we kill it. You see, we dodged another crit there, or rather 2, let's put it this way. But we critted it at the end, so it doesn't matter. That's it. We did it! Whoop whoop! Whoa, we are so good! Haha, yeah, got him. Whatever. I have to say, for my first Nuzlocke, I'm kinda proud of it, because it could have been way worse. To be fair, it was my second attempt, because the first rival fight after the one in Oak's lab, like where he has the Pidgeot and his starter Pokemon, I forgot about that one and I ran into him with like 2 level 5 Pokemon. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and in the future I'll mostly do videos like that, so no more videos like I did for the Pokemon Emerald Hardcore Nuzlocke. Whatever. Have a good morning, day or evening. See ya!